So, redid our equipment again because there was a lot of new stuff we'd found. So Ifan, I went ahead and gave him the captain set because the hat gives 2 bartering. And between that and I think a belt or an amulet or something that I found that also gives bartering, you get really good prices on things. And we will be keeping the hat and whatnot. I tried showing the hat, and it's like, if it also showed your hair, it'd be great, but it makes you bald.
Yeah, no.
So, but yeah, we will probably be keeping the hat and possibly also the coat, even once we out-level it, because sometimes just being able to get a little more persuasion or bartering can be really nice. And I also found a belt for really cheap. I think I bought it from Han because I was running around to all the NPCs, just like desperately looking for anybody that had any gold by the end of that. Like, it was a lot. Also, I even went and talked to Garrett again and went, "Hi, selling you stuff." Nope, we're not attacking yet because luckily the game lets you do that. In the meantime, there is one thing that I realized we forgot after I stopped the recording, so I'm just going to go take care of that. Okay, come on. How do we trigger it?
That strange longing strikes you again. The books and ink are like sacred artifacts. Your hand is drawn to the parchment, but your serenity is shattered by heat, pouring in all sides. Ash rains down on you, violent and swift.
Excellent. Where the spirit longs to return, I have an anchor. I can speak again. He is bound to the gauntlets you discovered. He dreamed of this place. Through his longing, I can speak. You will meet him soon. Him and others hidden far away. Leave this place. Find the mainland where the Garden of Stone and Death stands. Its master guards the next piece of the set.
Something stings your palm, an invisible claw pressing into your skin. Elemental essence materializes in your hand.
Accept this gift as a promise. Should you gather the entire set, I will reward you 1,000 times over.
The heat and ash dissipate. Were it not for the glowing orb in your hand, there would be no proof of the vision at all.
Yeah, so I guess those extra piles of books were purely there for that interaction, so I'm glad I noticed that, because I was like, what do I have to do to trigger this? I thought I just had to walk in the room. Well, so yeah, gonna just do the incredibly smart thing and listen to what sounds like a demonic voice coming from the gauntlets I found. That surely won't end poorly. I honestly don't know because I've never finished that quest, but... And that even though Buddy's meeting spot is still marked, there's nothing we can do with that at this point. And these other ones are just marking locations. I did go through and check. I wasn't finding anything else. I even meandered through the swamp for a while trying to check if we'd missed anything. And if we have, I'm not finding it. So as far as I know, we're at the point where we really just need to go finish the act. So I apologize if I've missed things. I know that I did things in a slightly suboptimal order because I didn't go to the camp before we found Gareth, and that meant that certain interactions in the camp just couldn't happen. I'm sorry, but unless I wrote everything down and went through in that exact order, there are just going to be things that we miss because I'm going to forget minor details like that. And if I went through on a freaking list, I don't think that would be very fun. So, Yeah, sorry for missed content, but it is going to happen from time to time. It's hard. It's really difficult to hit everything in this game in one run. But might try to remember it because we are considering maybe doing another run after all this where we play as Fane and Losa. Because those are the other two origin characters that I find interesting. So we might do that. It's a possibility.
And if we find out it's impossible to play without missing content, well, then we'll just do different content in that run.
We'll try anyway.
Yeah.
You completely missed where I went inside, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, good lord.
Go by the shrieker.
Oh, grant me patience. In here! You stuck that door! That door!
What door?
Sometimes I swear you do it on purpose. Okay, use that. And that's as much source as we can hold at the moment, so we're as prepared as we can possibly be. And I noticed that there was someone up here when I came over here to do trading, but I didn't talk to them. Oh, traps. Those weren't here before. That's wonderful. Sir Laura, please don't muck us up, Sir Laura!
Laura.
That nearly killed me, you little... I can just use a bedroll. It's fine. I just need to get it on the bar because that was something I forgot to do. I swear, it gets sometimes, as much as fun as Sir Laura can be and as much as I like him overall, the fact that you can't tell him to just wait and he will not avoid traps can get downright deadly sometimes.
Just make the game more challenging.
I don't know. There's probably honestly, if there's a freaking mod that would just give him the floating status constantly, that would probably really help. And I appear to have accidentally sold my bedroll or given it to you. I gave it to you by accident. Okay.
Bedroll.
Thank you. Okay, now that I'm not almost dead.
I'm surprised Sir Laura didn't take himself out that way.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that was about to happen, and that was just going to be a stream of not suitable for YouTube.
He was missing some health, so I healed him.
Magister, huh?
Oh, shite.
Yeah, that's right, buddy.
I figured it was only a matter of time. I'm ready to pay the price.
So what were you doing here?
That's not for me to say. If you must kill me, then kill me.
You know, I don't have to kill you quickly.
He gulps.
I'm not... Yes, I am afraid. I'm always afraid. When the Voidwoken came, I was just a boy. My brother was gifted. That's what our parents said. Now they can say nothing. They had no chance against the Voidwoken. My brother's so-called gift was only a lure. The Order came for me. They kept me safe. I'm not afraid of Alexander. I'm not afraid of death. But I am afraid of you. Of your kind.
And what are Alexander's intentions for Source Wielders after all this is said and done?
I really don't. All I know is what I see. We're combing the island looking for weapons and artifacts. Anything that might help deal with the damned sorcerers once and for all. They deserve their fate. Dallas makes them silent, obedient. And if they're truly lucky, they become even more.
What do you mean by more?
Living weapons. Fearsome creatures. Dallas calls them shriekers. The Seekers have no hope of overcoming them.
So, because you had some sort of inferiority complex with your brother, you're perfectly okay with literally crucifying people and turning them into living weapons. Because apparently, like, you know, if they stopped at the collars, if they went, we need to collar you guys so that you can't use your source magic because it is summoning monsters, I would understand that to some degree at least. Still wouldn't be good, but I would get where they were coming from up to that point. But they go so far beyond that it's almost comical. So yeah, no, you die now.
I must die. Then I die with a clear conscience. I serve only the divine and his son.
Well, his physical armor is worse than his magic armor, so let's go with that. Yeah, I did not give myself very much in the way of physical damage, but I have a bit, and I believe I'm using a physical damage weapon, so I need to try to not hit you with this.
I'm ready.
It tickled. You have... I believe I gave you Languish. Did I give you Languish, or did I opt out of that one?
I don't think so.
Dang it, I should have. That would have let you set Decaying. Might be worth trying after. That's going to be real tricky to use without hitting us both. Bone Chill would work better.
I'm ready.
He's about gone. And done.
Letter to Casper. Casper, you will never read this. I don't know why I write it. Composing a letter to the dead seems as fruitless as wearing a wolf skin in the heat of summer. I hate you. I hate what you did to our family, to our parents. They saw you as special. I knew you for the horror you really were. I hate that because of you, all I had was taken from me. I hate that because of you, I spend each moment fearing that I will lose the new family I have made for myself. The Divine Son will see to it that no one can suffer the same fate. Would that he could have saved our family, but at least he saved me, and for that I owe him my allegiance. Alms. Well then. But yeah, you might want to maybe trade out one of your skills for Languish if you wanted to be able to set Decaying, because then we could turn our healing into a weapon even against living targets. Okay, at this point I think we're ready, and the best way that I've found to approach this... Sometimes I climb down those vines, but we could try just heading down the stairs and see what comes of that. So there are a lot of shriekers. Stay behind me. I may need to just double back.
Shriekers make my blood run cold. I see flurries and the air thrums.
Thank you, Slane.
He has come true to his word.
See ya.
You have silenced the shriekers and cleared our way. Yet it seems I'm in need of you again, my friend.
More accurately, I befriended a dragon and he did it, but that works.
Do you have any more miracles in you?
What do you need?
Boat ready to row to the Lady Vengeance. But if Alexander sees us bobbing among the waves, we'll be shark chow. So we split up. I take the Seekers to the Lady Vengeance. You go to the ruins and keep Alexander busy. He'll be expecting a breeze. Show him that you're a hurricane. Are you ready? We've got right on our side. A greater ally than any sulking Geist or any whinging Magister.
Yes, very inspiring, but sure, we're gonna have to take out Alexander anyway.
Calculates the consequences, assessing this new world as it opens up before him. He nods his thanks, then raises his voice.
Seekers, we move. You are Lucian's eyes and ears. You are his sword and his shield. Burn the blackness with your holy fire!
You know, the Magisters tend to say the same thing. Okay, a lot of cursed blood, so try not to step in that. And we can go around this way. Well, they're probably gonna, yeah, they're gonna see me, but now that they're not moving around, you might be able to get a sneak attack in, or you might have to come at it from, you might actually have to approach from the stairs to do that.
Here. Where are these stairs?
The stairs we were initially walking down. Well, apparently it's just gonna be raining, although oddly enough, not inflicting the wet status.
Let's just get out to the edge of this.
Okay, who do I want to hit?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Bill's the only one that has a freaking teleport skill now because I'm not using those gloves anymore. We were lucky enough to get a teleportation skill book off of Gratiana, but he's the only one that has it now.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Okay, I guess I'll get a fireball ready then. Or actually, nope, that's still only water because of all the frickin' rain. Great. So our ability to use fire is gonna be somewhat screwed up by the, appropriately dramatic storm. Okay, that actually got oil to stay down. That might light up the barrel next to me, but no. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily affect barrels unless it affects a surface the barrel's connected to. Yeah, if you could maybe use Languish on the Geist, that would probably... Oh, she didn't use an overtime healing. She used first aid. That's all at once. Dang it. Okay. Can you reach anyone with teleport? Honestly, you may have to just run in or jump or something, but oh, no, you can see them. Okay. Drop the... No, you can't reach them because they're higher up. You can only reach the two that are... Yeah, you can reach the Geist and you can reach that Knight. Drop the Knight on top of the Geist on the side with the fire. Like there. And then if you chucked a rock at both of them, the fire would spread and so on and so forth. And you've also got your poison dart, which would do the same thing.
Prepare yourself.
There, got the Geist out. That's one of the more threatening ones, because it can backstab. Also, if we could just do the same thing to this assassin, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Zenith. And then Solar Wind. So that will knock that assassin back down there where you could hit him. Breath wouldn't reach. You know what? I'd like to petrify anyone that gets too close to me. And my physical armor has seen better days, so... Well, now you can hit all three of them. Fireball? Also, did anything end up poisoned when you threw your poison dart? Because if they did, Venom Burst would really muck them up. Nah, Alexander wasn't there. The knight is. Yeah, that did a fair bit of poison damage to him. That would be physical damage, but you would jump in. Alternatively, you also have your fire totems, but up to you what you want to do. Camera? Why are you not following? I guess it is on Bill's side. It's just for some reason not wanting to... There, now you're working. Would they even be close enough for Supernova to work? Not quite, so... That would hit a few of them, though. I was hoping it would get the archer, too. Didn't do quite enough damage. Yeah, the petrification makes them immune to poison, but doesn't make them immune to the fire that they're now standing in.
I'll yield to none.
And a giant worm thing.
Well, that's a problem.
Die, all of you. Do you see now? Your foul sorcery, the death of us all.
We have not used any sorcery. We still have the source points we walked in with, buddy. Are you afraid?
Fear the void. Now fight.
Really? Because right now it seems like more of a you problem. That's not going to quite reach.
Yeah, looks like I gotta jump in.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like you could do essence bolt or something if you wanted to switch to physical damage. But let's see what else you have on the. Yeah, what about your Hydrosophist stuff? You have that as an option, and not jumping in front of the giant worm. Because Winter Blast, Aegis Assault, and I think the one Celestial one, Crescent Seal or something, Cosmic Strike. I think that might also be. Yeah. Like, I think you could hit the worm and Alexander with that. Yeah. It'll ricochet to Alexander. He's the closest one. Or it should have. Okay, that one's an A. That's around you. But you could do Winter Blast. And that gets you at least one more turn before you have to go running into that. I think you could hit all three if you... Yeah. Oh, there went Alexander. And you fulfilled your contract. More accurately, the worm did, but no one needs to know. And now I'm going to push you off of this platform and down to that one. Have fun. And I could maybe also chain the fire to it. Alexander's already gone. And that's too much of a height difference for Daybreak Surge to work. So I think I'm also going to summon some totems. Okay, that's apparently water, technically, not fire, so it's going to have to be over. And now you have some earth skills off of cooldown. Again, I do not recommend getting in the face of the giant worm.
Now I want to punch it.
I think you could get the Magister that's near him too.
There he
Yeah.
is. Almost didn't see it because of the fire. Oh, now he's dead.
I think it still has physical armor up at this point, like a lot of it,
I'm gonna try not to switch. Okay, do I just have a wand?
You have a wand. You could just use it since you only have 3 AP left.
Alexander is fallen. The son of Lucius. Madness!
Yeah, it hasn't taken out my totems yet, actually.
Oh, there went one of mine. It's not close enough to the mage of theirs to hit both. However, Scorching Ignition amazingly doesn't, because Scorching Ignition requires vision for some reason. I'm gonna have to just top down, aren't I? Okay. Don't want to hit my own totem, so I guess I'm just gonna drop here. I'm still fire immune, so being in fire's not an issue for me. Not quite enough range on that one, but Scorching Ignition should work. And the worm should be dead before it can do anything to me. And apparently I can't see you, so I'm just going to hold on to that. And thank you for running through the fire. That helped a lot. So at this point, we've basically just got the archer because the worm's going to burn to death. So I'd say go ahead and just jump in. Remember that you don't want to hurt your totems, so there would probably be about as far as you can go. That's the only issue sometimes with the jumps that have a damage effect. You could pull the archer down to us. Just chuck him in the middle of the fire. Well, I'm probably not going to be able to see them there, but I'll figure it out. And you could use Venom Burst, but you're out of action points. I mean, the Encourage would work on the totems. Doesn't necessarily need to hit me when it encourages yourself and 3 totems. Well, you have very little health left. Here, have a Venom Burst. Okay, out of the fire, out of the fire. I'm not fire immune anymore. That's just gonna need a minute to burn out. Ooh, this is one that I was actually considering buying, but guess I'm glad I didn't.
The mess you've made here.
Okay. Yep, everything was on fire. That tends to be how our fights go. And you are?
Yeah.
I'm Malady, and you're...
She steps forward, grabs you behind the neck with alarming strength, and pulls you close. She sniffs twice, her nose at your ear, then bites, piercing the lobe with a needle-sharp fang.
Ow.
Well, you have a new piercing.
Running tongue over teeth.
God woken.
I've heard of you.
And I've heard of you. You're what gets some of us out of bed each day. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I would like to know what's going on. I've heard weird things all the time lately.
Well, first things first.
She peers at you closely, a knowing squint in her eye.
Tell me, which of those little gods did you meet? And what did they teach you?
Oh, just Relic.
Her eyes go wide.
Go on then. Show me what he taught you.
Well, I'm gonna just do that and bless myself.
Perfect. You really are God-woken.
Yep.
I'm happy. Oh, how unbecoming. Come then, we set sail, your destiny awaits, etc.
So what do you mean by destiny?
You'll have to ask the Meister about that. She's dying to meet you.
Malady beckons you to the boat.
After you, darling.
I think I have managed to loot everything.
Okay.
Just doing one last...
I'm just gonna let you do a last once over because, like it says, we will not be able to come back or do any of this later.
And before anyone panics, no, I'm not doing a once-over of the entire map. I already did that. I'm just doing
Just
a
this
once-over
section.
of this arena to make sure, especially that we looted Alexander and the worm, because
Yeah,
they have a lot. Okay, yeah. We got them. I got the couple of chests that I know of in this area. I hopped up on that chunk of bridge that you can really only get to from here, as far as I know. And this is where I look at the map and go, is there anywhere else that we could... Oh, it looks like there's actually a routable area here, according to the map. Let me see if I can get to that real quick. If I can't, then we're done. Worth it.
It was definitely worth it. Skill books and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay, I think we're done.
Okay. So just board the boat.
Yeah, I guess I'll teleport. Go ahead.
Malady grabs the vessel with two hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
I'm coming. You can keep going, it'll get me.
Woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Everyone's ready.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders.
Well done.
Or at least on the shoulders of one of them.
Yeah, the handsome red one.